Hey there, I was just going over FedEx Squad's stream from before. I was just watching the...
Like the stream. Okay, Chris. I'll have to get the game though. Like I said before, pinned to our Twitter, Verdict Squad now. We had our poll to see what we're gonna stream next on Twitch for your next poll. I mean, oh, okay, Life is Strange. Okay, cool, Chris. Yeah. You know, as long as it replaces Fortnite, you know, yeah, that'd be a good idea. I'm definitely up for that. Hey guys, Chris said poll. Oh yeah, Chris said poll. Poll. That
Now,
Verdict Squad said up. Hey, no problem, Jose. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Take care, Pet Rock.
the reason I'm doing this
Also looking at getting that game.
is not to advertise Verdict because he is a good streamer after all.
I take back.
But if you haven't noticed, there's bots in the chat. Can you see them?
Oh, uh-oh, crazy. There you go.
Probably not, right? You can't see them. Well, that's how the normal average viewer sees a webcam chat. Now, if you get yourself one of the extensions, you can actually help. As a moderator, you can actually help and do something about it. Well, let's take a look at this. Which one of these do you think is the bot from tonight's stream? It's going to be pretty easy because, well, I'll let you decide. There's 3 of my comments that I've blocked everyone else out. These are 3 of my comments. Which one of them is a bot? Well, actually, it's these 2. Because they got 2 separate IP addresses. I mean, I don't need to know my own IP address because I already know it. So that's why the one at the top doesn't have an IP address. But if you get the extension or any of the extensions or make your own that display people's IP addresses, you can identify the bots because there are some bad bots that will actually imitate, clone, and copy some of your viewers that are in your chat and channel. They may be legitimate people, but there's going to be other people in there that's going to be carbon copies. So the main point of this I want you to focus on is that it's not that hard to clone and copy one of your regular viewers and pretend to be them and type and respond to you. This is a bad bot. This is what you have a machine or a program that pretends to talk to the broadcaster as a regular streamer while they're collecting data and doing whatever they want. I don't care about giving up my public IP addresses, so they're public anyway, so that's what they're there for. So the main point and the main reason I'm bringing this up is because it got pretty serious tonight. I'm not going to give any names, but a fan who was streaming almost lost a lot of money and was almost put into debt. There was a fake charge going through their stream, and before the money went through, it was cancelled and the chargeback was done, and they took money out of their account. And if I didn't catch it, they would have been $400 in debt, while the person would have doubled up the money basically. They put a fake transaction in for $400, which wasn't real. It went through to their PayPal. And it almost came right back out again. Thankfully, we got the transaction reversed, and it got shut down pretty quickly. Now, guys, the things that you need to look for. Now, let me see if I can find an actual live stream that's going on. Is this Toro Games? Oh, he's playing Final Fantasy 14. Okay, so the main thing that you guys are gonna need to focus on as a moderator or when you're broadcasting your own channel, because you need to pay attention. Right now, it says there's 5 people watching. Don't forget that if you're watching on, if someone's watching on more than one device, it can count as double. It will keep counting. So it says 5 is watching now. That's probably me. You click on these dots, click on participants, and you count how many is in chat. So we got 2, 3 people in chat, 7 watching, 3 in chat. So that means he's only got 3 legitimate viewers, including himself. The rest are bots. That's how you know. That's how you, as a regular person and streamer, can know. Getting an extension for Chrome well, let me show you how to do it on Twitch. Thankfully, you don't need to do a live one, but we'll do it. So live, they got, ooh, there's no way we're going to be able to count 10,000 people, but apparently there's 10,000 viewers. So the more viewers you are, it's going to be hard. Now you go down to here, open the viewer list. Don't forget, when you're counting the viewer list, to count yourself. See, there's apparently, okay, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say there's 10,000 viewers in here. Oh, see, now it jumped down to 9,000, so I'm pretty sure that there's bots in here. I'm almost confident without even having to go through it. It counts your moderators, it counts you, and it counts anyone that's watching more than once. Also, this is not to say that not all bots are bad. There is good bots and bad bots. Bots like Nightbot and Streamlabs and Stream Elements are listed as moderators, and they're the things that you actually have. The YouTube bots, Adware, Google Adware, and all the other bots like that, you really don't have much control of them, but they are going to come in. The way you can kill them is by using injector codes, and you don't have to use the F12 elements and stuff like that, but you can inject code into the HTML, and basically if you use post, you can use this to inject codes into websites like Twitch and YouTube to kill the bots. You just got to get the token IDs of what's going on, or if you can, you get the IP address, and that's another reason why you can actually do a lot of good with the if you get the bot's IP address, you can use this to help kill it. I don't want to do it, that's why I haven't got it activated, because I don't want to give away people's public IP addresses. It's not something that your IP address is with you, it's advertised just like a normal telephone number is. So it's not really doing anything illegal, because as soon as, anytime you send them an email or a text message, you're sending them your IP address anyway. So it's attached to everything that you're doing. Even if you're inside of a chat, you're talking on your phone number or your Twitch number. So this is a good stream. I watch the streams all the time. But keep an eye. It says 14 watching now. Still 1, 2, 3, 4. See, this is how you know there's bots watching this. There's several bots in this actually. So I'm gonna do myself a favor and stay clear of it, because bots can gather information. There were several nasty little bots running tonight that did a lot of damage, and they were doing a lot of mischievous things. So they do stuff like collect data, just basic bots like phishing bots and keyword bots. It's getting pretty serious. Well, not serious, pretty bad. And that's the main reason why I'm bringing this up. I'm making the video. because the moderators on YouTube who's moderating people's channels really need to know this. I understand not everyone is a genius at hacking. You don't need to be, but you at least. I mean, I don't expect everyone to know code and how to kill bots. But you do need to know how to spot when there is bots in there, so you can be careful of what you type inside of the chat. Because there is keyword bots where it picks up on words that you're typing, and then you actually bring more bots into the chat. Like there was one that collected the details of every single person that was in the stream. So it wasn't just one bot that was trying to steal money from the streamer. It was actually several bots doing multiple things to try and distract from. One was a DDoS, one was to get money, the other was to collect information out of everyone that was inside of the chat at the time of them trying to get money. You know, it's a layered attack, basically. It's more than one thing to get. Basically, they know they were going to get caught by DDoS, and they know they were going to get caught. They're hoping that you see all of that, but don't notice that the money is being taken out at the same time. Basically, it's a sleight of hand trick, but it's on the internet. Moderators, hosts, if you're streaming your own channel, if you're doing that, be aware of this. Do yourself get one of the extensions. You know, Chrome, Facebook, I believe Firefox has extensions. I'm not familiar with that. I mean, I use Firefox, but it's not my primary browser. I use Google Chrome. I don't care who you are. You got to defend yourself against this. So anyone from, you know, I may not be friends with, or like, just do this for your own good, for your own protection, because no matter my personal grievance with you or dislike with you, I don't want any of this to happen to anyone, regardless of who you are, because you're all good people and in your rights. Just because I don't agree with you or like you doesn't mean I don't want to protect you. So, yeah, watch what you do. Remember, what seemed to be an innocent chat tonight on Verdict Squad, he had. Let me show you again. I mean, it's not that hard. The original picture was this. There was 3 messages, what appears to be from me, logged in at the same time. But it's not. It's the bots who come into the chat, pick a random person, copies the name, and types out messages into the chat box. But they're from separate computers and on a different IP address, and that's what it is. It looks like it's one person talking 3 times. It's actually basically the bots. These 2 are the bots on 2 different computers, because I have multiple devices and multiple IP addresses. So be aware that not every. I mean, I'm not saying everyone's a bad guy. I'm not saying everyone's going to do malicious things. And I did this just so you could be made aware that your viewers can be cloned. The way that I figured it out today, in the Twitch stream that was affected, I asked the person that was real to refresh the screen. When he hit F5, he left the chat. So the one that remained, I knew was the bot, and I got them kicked out of the chat. So from a moderator to all your other moderators, this is what to look out for. You can do things like this to have. You can ask people to help refresh the screen and help them refresh the page, to identify which is the real person and which is the fake one. And then you can just simply time them out or hit them from the channel. You can type, again, there is, as well as there are keywords that activate bots, there is also keywords that will kill bots. Because if they know that they have been found out, they will just terminate function, because there's no point them being in there anymore. So that's why, even though I made it come across as an inside joke with Verdict, But now every time he says hi Susan, hi, thanks you for your money, the bot goes away for a short time. It comes back, but it knows it's been found, so it leaves. For some strange reason, in tonight's stream, there was one from Cornhub. I'm not advertising websites, but just replace the C with a P, and then you get it. But for some strange reason, something sexual must have been typed inside of the chat, and then there was it was a bot, and the name was obvious. It was experimental expressions. Like, if that wasn't an obvious bot, I didn't know what is. And it was just collecting data. It's collecting data of all the people that was in the chat, who was streaming, how long they're streaming for, and it was looking to see if they were if they ever were on the website and stuff like that. Bots are almost in every single live stream that you do. Like I said, some are good, some are bad. You got to know which ones are bad and good. And the more you do this, the more experience that you're gonna get. So summing up, because not everyone's going to be a genius at hacking and computers and stuff like that, I don't expect everyone to start coding and doing injections and killing them like that. Just, if you think you have a bot, look at your viewers list, compare the numbers. If the viewers are higher than the number of the people in the chat, then you probably have bots. Keep in mind, if one person is in more than one device, like the streamer, like myself, if I'm streaming, I have my stream on the phone so I can see what everyone else is seeing. So that would count as 2 viewers. So I give the benefit of doubt sometimes and just say that, okay, maybe these 3 people are watching on more than 2 devices. But there's no reason why 9 people should be watching on more than 2 devices. So if there's 18 viewers and only 9 people in chat, then I know there's a bot. But if there's only like 4 viewers and only 2 in chat, then I would think they're all in using double devices. So that's what to watch out for. Be aware. Like I said, security starts with us. I'll leave you with that. It's not hard to make bots and enter into chats like this, so stay safe. So be aware. Moderators, Night Shame, anyone who's a moderator, this is something you guys need to be aware of, because this is happening in almost every single stream I'm in. It doesn't matter who. It's not just 30 Squads that does it, it's in all of it. Even James Cox's Night Shame stream, DJ Quimmy's Rant Jams. I'm quietly sitting away while I'm watching, killing bots for them. But it's happening in every single stream, and it's happened a lot, way more than I can keep up now. So again, this is why I'm trying to let people know about this so they can start doing it. If the other moderators were able to see and identify a bot, it would help me because it would lighten the workload. So, okay, so let's kill those Trojan bots. See you later.